Hi everyone, my name is Harry Waldman, director and writer of Enter the Room. So how I came up for the idea for this film, actually the relationship between the two main characters was based on a relationship I had with my roommate in college. And believe it or not, a lot of the various things that Brian is getting on Jeremy's case about were actual things that my roommate got onto my case about. So it was a pretty frustrating experience overall. But fortunately, initially I felt like I needed to just get this story off my chest. And to my surprise, when I began to tell the story and put it into production, whereas I thought it was going to be a painful experience, it was actually very pleasant. As for what roadblocks I faced when I was starting out, I'd say the number one roadblock I faced was getting the script into production. I didn't have film school. I didn't have any experience being a director or anything close to that on a set besides being a production assistant and doing some other assistant work. Fortunately for me, this guy, Lance Eliot Adams, who helped produce the project, he took a look at the script, really liked it, loved the voices of the characters, and he was the one who put it into production and kind of showed me the ropes. So as a director and producer, I saw what he did, and I basically have used that and expanded upon it for my film since. As for managing the human and financial resources for the film production, this was a very low budget film, all just shot in my apartment. Really, it was out of my pocket. I did have a full-time job at the time. I still do have a full-time job, so I was able to self-fund, fortunately. Everything went pretty smooth with that. As for the challenges for the actual shoot, I would say the number one challenge that I faced was dealing with the shot list. Understanding that every time you are shooting in a new spot, the gaffer has to reset lights. That can take a while. Just understanding with the sound gaffer and cinematographer that every slight change can, lead to a 2-minute, 5-minute, 10-minute, 15 minutes of setting up. And just keeping track of the shot list in general was something that I struggled with a bit. Fortunately, my assistant director, Mo, who had a decent amount of experience, he did a really good job keeping things moving on set. So despite my drawbacks, we were able to finish ahead of schedule. As for, how I originally envisioned the film versus how it came out shockingly close. Something I was really ecstatic about. Unlike some of the other things I've tried in my life, the actors were great. They were both very close to how I envisioned the characters, especially Rich, who played Jeremy. I'd say because I primarily edit for a living. I love post-production. It's my favorite part of the process. Since I was running post-production, I'm very comfortable editing. I think that really helped make my initial vision of the film match how the final product turned out. As for the target audience for my film, I would say this wouldn't be for very young children. Probably anywhere from teens to adults of all ages. Anyone who, like myself, likes dark psychological thrillers that are a little twisty, kind of intense, up-tempo, a little darker and more depressing. That would probably be my target audience. But of course, I don't want to alienate people. I want to reach a wide range in general. As for promotion and distribution plans of the film, that is still up in the air. I am brand new with promotion and distribution. To be honest, this is actually my first real film festival run, which is going very well so far. So when the festival run's done, I'm going to kind of play it by ear and then just go from there. As for why the audience should watch the film, I just think in general, where a lot of people have really connected with Enter the Room is not only sibling rivalries, but just how when two people live together, how there can really be this clashing because everybody has their tics, everybody has different lifestyles, different things that, may get under their skin. So a lot of people seem to really be able to connect with this for that reason. And also just understanding that even, the best of us, if we had something unfortunate happen in our past, that can ultimately shape who we are in a negative light. And as for my social media links, on Instagram, I'm HWaldman18, HWALDMAN18. My Facebook name is Harry Waldo, and my film production company is Edgewater Film Productions. Thank you very much.